These are the plaintiffs, Sonia and Emmanuel Glass. They say the defendant threw leaves, branches, and dead flowers over their fence into their yard and are using their property as a dump. The defendants refused to clean up their mess. They were forced to hire someone to dispose of all the debris they left and are suing their naughty neighbors for the $1,970 they're now out. These are the defendants, Yvonne and Edwin Colasso. Edwin says the plaintiffs have been their neighbors for 12 years, and they've had issues with them from day one. The husband even threatened his life, claiming he knew people who could take care of them for good. The cops came out to investigate the two properties, told them both to take this up in a court of law, so here they are. They're accused of dumping on their neighbors. The defendants have filed a countersuit for $1,076.12 for lost wages and time spent gathering evidence for court.
All parties, please raise your right hands. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Okay, Sonia and Emmanuel Glass.
Yes.
Okay, you're suing your neighbors, Yvonne and Edwin Colasso for $1,970. $250 of it to have leaves removed that you say they dumped on your property, and everything else for wasting your time. And you have a counterclaim against them, $1,076.12, all of it for wasting your time. Okay, talk to me, what's going on?
Well, in November of 2011, the Colacos have dumped a full truckload of leaves on our property. So we live in a neighborhood where we have about a quarter of an acre of property, and we all have trees. So we usually have three options. Number one is have all of these leaves taken out, contracted out. Number two, you just bag it and leave it at the recycling station. Or number three, you rake the leaves, put them on a tarp, bring it at the curb in front of your property, and the town has a collection services that provide, and on a scheduled date, they come and they pick up the leaves. Okay. So option number one and option number two obviously come to a cost, and option number three is free. However, the Colacos have chosen option number four, which is, okay, let's rake our leaves, bring them to the back of our property, and then voila, we will dump it over the Glace's property, and then...
Did you ever see them doing that?
Yes, actually, we saw Mrs. Colaco dumping leaves over our side. And then...
How was she dumping them?
A little production going on. She was raking the leaves, bringing them at the end of her property, putting them in a bucket, stepping up on a stool, and she was dumping it over our side.
To your property?
Oh, yes, onto our property.
Okay, we have a sketch here that hopefully will help me to understand this. Come on over here and show me like how it happens.
So they have a beautiful fence. They have fenced out.
Hold on, you're the plaintiff. Hold on, because if this is wrong, then I don't want to use it. This is your property?
This side, that's our side.
Okay, this is their property?
This is their side, yes.
This is another neighbor's property?
Yes.
Then this, like all three of them meet at that little point, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so when you come back from vacation, you see her dumping the leaves where?
So their fence goes like that.
Okay.
And she was right here dumping it over this side.
Is there a fence here?
No,
okay.
It's open.
So she's at the vortex, according to you, dumping them. We don't have orange here, is this one? Well, she's at the vortex, so this is all a fence.
Yes,
so
all of it is
she's
fenced, yes.
at the vortex right there dumping it, you say on your property.
All the pile was on our...
Do you have a picture of it?
Yes, actually I do have pictures.
Because we have this helpful little bend, maybe that'll show me whose property it was on. But it was definitely not on your property. What were you doing?
No, ever since we moved in to the neighborhood, every time my wife would go, she likes to do gardening, and every time she would go close to the lot line, the plaintiff would come yelling and screaming obscenities. Oh, this is my land. You're stamping on my land. This is my grass. And at that time, we got so fed up, we said, okay, let's fence this up. Let's get a surveyor. Let's resurvey, because we saw the plaintiff move the stakes a couple of times. So enough is enough. Let's get it.
What do you move the stakes?
There were wooden stakes put by the builder when we moved in, and those were moved by the plaintiff. So before we
How do you know they were moved by the plaintiff?
We saw them.
We saw them moving the plaintiff.
That's why.
And, Judge, before we put the fence up, because we were so fed up with them that we decided to fence up and not even have to do anything to do with them. So, but before we put the fence up, because there were issues with property lines, we decided to call the surveyor, the town-approved surveyor, to survey the land. Sure. And when he came in, he said he confirmed to us that the wooden stakes that were put by the builder were indeed moved. And that's when he said, he would strongly suggested at that point that we put metal stakes that go deep down into the ground. So we agreed, just knowing that now he would not be able to dig it up and dig up move a metal stake.
Who did you see doing that, moving stakes?
Mr. Whoever.
Okay.
I don't know his name.
Each other's names?
No, I wouldn't even care to know. Okay. They're so insignificant to me. So they've had properties on the other side with my neighbor as well. Yep. We had new neighbors move into that property at the back there. The neighbors. And they were having a conversation with my husband. My husband asked her if he could throw some spring items, because it's all a wooded area. That area down there is an entire... Who is going to
let you throw your leaves on to become their problem?
But they said it was okay at that point.
Why would anybody... We're not talking about people who own 20 acres. We're talking about these tracts are quarter-acre tracts. There's, it's not... I mean,
it's a wooded
lovely
area.
And
it's a wooded
I know it's wooded. It's wooded. I know it's wooded at your place, so just leave them in your place to decay.
They themselves
dump dead Christmas
trees. We have
trees.
Pictures of all that.
We have pictures of all of that.
Show me the pictures of all of that.
Yeah, let's go there.
And you show me the pictures that you took. These are the pictures that you took?
Yeah, so basically, I just wanted to let you know that we keep our yard clean.
Come over here.
Right here, ma'am?
Right here. I want to understand something about this picture in particular.
Yeah, so see, this
is this corner where that human is. Who's
pop.
that anyway?
This is Mr. Kalako.
Okay, so and what are you taking a picture of right there?
Because here, basically, they got caught red-handed because I saw her dumping. So I told Emmanuel, go and take some pictures while the cops were coming here. When this happened.
So you actually took this in flagrante? Well, it would be better if the hands were up. But he's standing right. There's only one thing he could be doing there.
He's probably checking, okay where's that you have dumped it? So this is basically, a malicious act.
Wait, hold on one second. What's a chain link fence?
So this is the end of their fence.
No, hold on. I know what I need to do. Go back over there. I need you guys over at the corner. Tell me where the chain, okay, let's see this. Hold on. Wait, let me go over there.
These are the town-approved fence.
That's what we tried to do up there.
Yeah.
All right, where's the chain link fence?
So from here to here is 16 feet of vinyl fence.
Right.
And from here to here is 30 feet of chain link fence.
Okay. And that's in this picture?
That's in this picture.
Okay, so here's
This
the
is the
vortex.
vortex, yes.
Vortex or vertex?
The vortex.
Vortex. It's where the three lots meet.
So
Judge.
according to you, you're dumping there.
Yes. This is where we stood and we dumped.
Why would you dump on that person's nice lawn? What kind of jerks are you guys?
Let me show you.
I'm serious. I'm looking at it. Oh, it's a wooded area. They have lawn just like you have lawn.
No, let me show
Why
you.
would you do that?
It's not very clear on this picture. Let me show you. This.
Yeah.
I mean, these are all beautiful houses, beautiful
This is what their
two-story.
yard
This is what their yard looks like.
After you dumped on it?
No. This is for
This is
decades.
before.
This is for decades.
This is for decades. It's been like that.
It's a wooded area.
That's not true. What year?
This year.
Yesterday.
Don't talk to each other.
Sorry.
Stop. Where's the chain link fence in this picture? Forward of it?
No, this way.
This way of
Yes.
it?
It's not.
And the picture that you have is of him at the chain link, which is there's 16 feet of vinyl first, and then there's a chain link, right? So the picture you have is of him at the chain link, right?
But look at what they dumped. They dumped right here. This is right before the chain link.
Way before.
Way before. They dumped it on our side.
What's
of the
this
property.
doing here? That's all the leaves
And that's
on
the
the
day.
16-foot
Yes.
side.
This is all theirs.
Watch, yeah,
Yes.
on this side.
Yes.
We have a video, Judge.
So we have
can
a
show
video.
it to you.
Oh, you have a video of the leaves?
We have video.
Oh,
Yes.
for the love of all that's holy, let's go.
Not
Of the leaves there?
of the leaves that day when
That
they
day you
dumped
took a
it.
video?
Yes, these
Well, let's
pictures,
go, baby.
These pictures are not from a few years or 10
No,
years ago. Yes.
First we see the video, then you
Yes.
explain.
Okay.
Go.
Oh, now it's going. Hit it again to stop it. Okay.
No, just hurry.
We just hit that button. Okay.
Okay, so what do I do?
Just stay inside. Yep.
Oh, I should know what to do because this is my camera.
Can I show you? Can I walk?
Nah, I kind of got it.
So everything that you
Oh,
I'm sorry.
gosh, press the off button on you.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's exactly what
Don't thank me. The leaves are all over her property.
It's not her property.
It is her property. I'm looking at it with my own eyes. I'm going to show it to you in a second. It's on both of their properties. I am way past 16 feet. Back up, back up. Good. Back up, back up, back up, back up. See how the leaves start here and go all the way? Most of them are behind the other neighbor's property. That's true. But the leaves start here. She doesn't have trees there. Hold on. Wait. First see the video.
Yeah, this is where the neighbors.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter. What kind of hair splitting do you think I'm going to engage in when you're dumping like this on other people? There are leaves on her side. There are leaves on the other neighbor's side. When you paid $250 to have this cleaned up, you paid it of who are these guys?
These are actually the landscaper
Oh,
who can
come
tell
on
you
up.
how clean that area
Come on
is and is kept.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, how do you break the cycle of anger with a neighbor?
I would have like a neighborhood meeting and I'd call everybody together and find out what the problem is so it can be solved so you can stop the war.
The problem with that is sometimes you're half the problem. What do you do?
I go to the meeting and
Well, there's no meeting. You got to figure it out. You got to initiate it. You know what I'm saying? You got to initiate it.
I would actually just drop it. Leave it alone.
Well, no. But once it goes like this, they're going to hate you. How do you break that?
Maybe sit him down for coffee or something and discuss it. Get it all out in there.
Just check the coffee before you drink the coffee. Right, going inside the courtroom.
How often do you do the landscaping?
Every week I go and mow the lawn. When we actually went to clean up her property a week before that accident, and she called me saying that we had to go back again to clean that property. So we went
Did
back.
she tell you why?
Then when we got there, she explained to me why that her neighbor was throwing stuff there, and it's absolutely obvious it wasn't hers because we had just cleaned the whole property. So there's no way we were going to take another truckload of our property we just cleaned.
You ended up taking a truckload?
A truckload. So we charged $75 an hour, and it was a little bit over 3.5 hours to do that.
Did you ever talk to the other neighbor?
Yes, actually. So when I saw Mrs. Colaco dumping, I asked her to stop right away. And so she tells me that I have permission to dump on the property. And by the way, I'm not dumping on yours. I'm like, this is mine. You come and pick it up. And then, so this is when the police came.
So police come?
Of course, police comes. This lady has the guts, the audacity of telling the cops that she has permission when I had gone and confirmed that she did not. So obviously the cops said, no worry, I'm going to go and check it out. And it was confirmed that they never had any permission to dump anything, even, a hair over the top of the
here's what I'm trying
fence.
to understand.
If they had paid,
Do
we
you
wouldn't
talk
be
to
here.
each other over the fence or no?
No.
Yeah.
Do you even yell at each other over the fence?
That's the only time they come.
They come yelling to us. And in fact, when this incident occurred,
wants
Do you
to
have
talk to them?
children?
yes, we do.
Are they the same age or no?
I wouldn't allow my children to play.
Okay, I know you jab every time you get a chance. I've noticed that. But are they the same age? Do they go to the same schools? Do they know each other? Do they?
Go to the same school.
They don't
do go
know
to the
each
same
other.
school. Are they the same
I don't
age
think
or
they
no?
know each other,
No.
Judge.
They're not the same age.
No
so
one
they're
in the
not-
neighborhoods. And their
Yeah, I know
kids
she's
play
an
with
evil
their
person.
kids,
Nobody
so-
likes them. She's dirty. Just
Don't
stop.
pity them.
Just
Nobody talks to them.
Stop it. Oh my gosh. Stop it. If I had a hose, I'd spray everyone. No. Stop. All right. There is one place in my life where I can have peace. One place. Two places, my car and my house. Okay, my car when I can park it somewhere and hear just that wonderful silence that comes with closing that door, and my house. Okay, I don't know how anybody could stand hating their neighbors with this kind of, it happens all the time. You're not the first neighbors and you won't be the last who hate each other, like the Hatfields and the McCoys. But it's just insanity. I don't understand how when you're caught red-handed doing something that by no stretch of anyone's imagination is anything but wrong, okay, that just out of embarrassment, you don't turn, I don't care how nasty you think she is, but just take the high road and pay your gardener to go and clean up both yards and then just call it a day. Insanity. It's just me. I would have sent the gardener there myself. I find in favor of the plaintiffs in the amount of $250. As to for the rest of your claim, no. And as for your entire counterclaim, no. That is my judgment. Good luck, folks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, the dumpers are first out into the hallway. What's your reaction to the outcome here? And
We didn't dump in their yard.
We didn't dump it. The cleanup. We have pictures, very evident. The cleanup pictures were on the neighbor's yard. And I'm surprised, very much surprised, to see that someone else can sue on behalf of the neighbor.
Yeah. Well,
it's shocking.
What about your life in the neighborhood with
we
all
have a
this
good
chaos
time.
hanging over your head?
Oh, it's just these people. So we have a good time with the other neighbors.
They have problems on both sides of the other neighbors.
Yeah, they have problems with both sides of the neighbors, so it tells what they are really.
No trick or treating over there?
Not at all.
No, really?
Not at all.
Wouldn't consider?
They are the monsters. Woo!
Oh, okay.
Woo! They are the monsters in the neighborhood.
And the dumpies. Okay, so you're right next to them. You're insignificant. I heard
I
that.
am insignificant, right?
That's what they said
ask
in
me any questions.
in the
They would
test.
actually participate. I'd be more than welcome to participate.
Well, what's it like to...
Well, they fence themselves out. Nobody talks to them in the neighborhood. Their kids don't play with anyone in the neighborhood. But again, that's minor. A 5-year-old knows that when you mess up, you clean up.
Okay.
And these adults need to know. And basically, if they have this fancy fence, so keep your mess within your fancy fence. That's all I have to tell them.
Harvey?
There really is an answer to how you break the cycle, and the answer is you admit fault to some degree. There's nothing like accepting some blame, and usually there's blame to go around. Accepting some blame going into the conversation, it's a way of completely diffusing the situation. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.